coffee.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm here today with my good brother, Chad.
Peace.
And he just wants to share his heart with you. He wants to share his story, and I thought it'd be an awesome thing to bring him on the channel and just introduce him to you guys and just find out, you know, where he came from and where he's at today. So, starting off, just tell us a little bit about your life.
Well, in my lifetime, I was always a good kid, always a good person, but I followed a dark path that no one actually knew about. You know, I was into the evil, the Satan, and the music, and for some reason, I always thought that was best for me, and I always tried to hide it. And if anybody knew about me, then they knew, and if not, well, they know now. But I've turned my life to Jesus, and you know,
It's amazing.
it's an amazing thing, and got on Anthrax, Raiders, you know, show you what I'm all about. I'm a huge death metal, black metal, thrash metal fan, doom metal, and goth rock, punk rock. I love it all.
Yeah, man.
But I don't believe in the devil anymore. I mean, I believe there is a devil, but I believe, you know, in a higher power now. You know, and if I'm going to rock and do all this rock music, I do it now for Jesus as a soldier of God.
Amen.
You know, I'm going to be a better person for this too, you know, and praise and worship and, you know, look out for people in life and pray and maybe hopefully do something that's actually going to make a difference.
Amen.
So that's where I'm at the moment.
Yeah.
So.
Sounds like you're in a really good place.
Mm-hmm.
And just for the people listening and watching, compared to today, how did you feel before you turned your life to Christ? How were you feeling in that life of darkness and with Satan?
Mm-hmm.
Just the pain or what was going on within your
Well,
heart?
I always was the clown on the outside but hurting on the inside. Like the flame was never there that you get with Jesus.
Right.
You know, the flame with Jesus is amazing, but when you get that darkness and you're turning away from the light and you don't know where to do, and I also suffer from bipolar, you know, and so that's been rough on my life, you know. I've always showed people how good and positive I could be, but like in the inside I was suffering.
Right.
It was no fun.
Right. It was like you had to wear a mask, you know,
Exactly.
because you couldn't really express how you feel, huh?
And the mask I should have been wearing was Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. I felt like the killer inside, you know. I'm just the ugly man inside with a beautiful face on the outside.
Right.
You know,
Without you know, spots or scratches, just
scars or
pure
whatever.
white,
Just
you know,
exactly,
acting like everything's okay and you know
Right.
your life's happy, but in reality
It's
you're
just
dying
like
inside, huh?
full of pain.
Right.
You know, and I mean, I'm pretty sure most people may have caught on every once in a while, like my family or something, but my family knew me best, you know. I mean, they always tried real hard to get me to do things and try new things and try to be with, you know, a higher power and, you know, but I was a rebel.
Right.
You know, I guess we all had to pay the price at one point, you know, and I paid
It's
my
true.
price and, you know, I got tatted up and,
Right.
you know, but hopefully one day I'm going to get a tattoo on this arm of something spiritual that I believe in. I wanted to get a heart with the thorn of crowns and a heart and flames in this area of blood dripping, just to represent something that I'm visualizing every now and then that I get through visions. So I feel that's the tattoo for me.
Yeah.
It's religious and it's beautiful and it's for him, so it's not just for me.
Yeah, that's an awesome tattoo.
Oh yeah, I look forward to getting it, but money is always an issue. So,
Well, God provides though. That's the thing.
and that's great because He does. I've been experiencing things lately, small things. May I share?
Yeah.
Like the other day on the way home, Ryan and I went to an outing in like what was that?
Wasn't Striker, Ohio.
Striker, Ohio. That's right. We went to a service. It was beautiful. I got up there and one of the speakers, Joan Hunter, healed me. And on the way home from this beautiful service, almost halfway to my house, somebody in the car who was with us prayed on me and said, "You're going to get a job or an interview this week." And what is it now? Friday?
Mm-hmm.
It's about Friday, and this coming Wednesday, sure enough, I have an interview to be with NPI, Neighborhood Property Corporation, to be a like a social worker, like a recovery coach, I should say. And if I get the job, that'd be great. It was prayed to me, and this morning I got the phone call.
Wow.
So
that's great.
Other things that happened.
How fast that happened?
I was at his apartment a few weeks ago, and him and I had an amazing conversation. And I kept seeing visualism.
Yeah.
Could have swore I saw a face, visions, and Jesus crucifixion, and in my head, I was like, "Ryan, you're glowing." I could have swore on this side of him on the wall, I saw just an image of a face. I'm like, I couldn't explain it, and I'm not making it up either. I mean, Ryan was there, and
it's
amazing.
That's powerful, because in the Bible, in the book of Joel, which is in the Old Testament, it says that in the end times, it says that people will have visions, they will have dreams, they'll prophesy, and it says God will pour out His Spirit on all flesh. So we're in the days where having visions and all that, it should be completely normal in the church, in the body of Christ.
I agree.
Yeah. And the ones that people that may think it's weird, well, you're missing out. It's awesome.
Missing out.
It's really awesome.
Coming from a guy who was on the dark side, turning my life completely over at 360 to Jesus, I'd say it's worth it. it's worth turning and converting over to something more higher power that's real, not fake.
Yeah.
Not that the devil's fake, but who needs him?
He's just a liar.
He's just a liar. He's destroyed me. He's no good. So if you believe in the devil, I pray for you. And I hope someday you turn to Jesus, because the devil's no good.
Right.
I mean, it's cool to listen to like I listen to metal music, but it's cool to listen to metal music, and I'm not really much into horror films anymore because I'm changing. I was a big horror movie fan, and kind of still am, but I got better things to do. I have a bunch of great friends. I have a beautiful girlfriend. I love her with all my heart, and I take good care of her, and she takes care of me. And, and so I don't really need horror films anymore.
Right.
I don't need the negativity, the demons that remind me of all my own demons. And, hats off to those who like horror movies. I have nothing against it. I'm just saying from my personal experience, I'm doing this for myself. So don't change because I'm changing. For that reason, if you like horror films, peace. That's awesome.
No.
If you like metal music, that's awesome. Just know that you can be saved. You could turn your life around and still like the stuff, but for a better reason. And you can start writing music if you're a musician. And we're surprised. My life's changing, so who knows where my music direction will lead,
Great places.
Maybe work with him at some times. We're writing a song right now called 3. It's about 3 different places where you could worship and praise. Church, apartment, and the streets. And I'm writing stuff like testimony and some other stuff, and he's writing and he's getting instruments and I'm getting new stuff.
Yeah. Things only get better and greater when you're with Christ. And
I agree.
He's been doing music for a long time, but
still kind of an amateur at it. I'm still learning, but I've been doing it for a very long time.
I mean, he has albums that are done with his band. Like he has experience, and he even said this earlier. Now with Christ, his music's about to take a whole new turn. It's gonna become something that he never thought it would be.
Right. It's gonna go, like I use the F word all the time in my music, and I just despair. You can find that so well in my music, and now it's gonna be much greater. It's gonna be like I don't even have to swear anymore, and
Come on, man.
I mean, like the F word is just not a thing for me anymore, and
Right.
my music is just 360. It's for Jesus now. I'm loving
Yes.
this, and the music's
so
gonna be
cool.
incredible.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be incredible, and whoever I work with, I hope someday to work with other people too. I have such an open mind when it comes to music that you're just gonna be like amazed when you work with me. You know, I'm
Yeah.
very open minded. It doesn't have to be metal music. It could be rap. It could be anything. I love music that much.
Right.
So, just wanted to point that out for anybody out there interested in writing anything with me.
Yeah, is there
I play drums, guitar, bass, keyboard, and so forth.
anyone that's watching that's interested or maybe wants to hear more? Is there anywhere that they could contact you or anything that an email address or anything?
I don't really have an email. I don't have a computer, but I'm 419-340-8640. That's my cell number for anybody interested in. Let me know who you are so I don't. If I don't answer the phone right away, the best thing to do is text me.
Huh.
Hey, I'm this person. Do you want to, talk and so present who you are through a text. So, because I don't usually answer the phone because I don't know people's numbers, I will not answer for personal reasons. But if you want to send me a text, again, 419-340-8640. Chad Jones is my name, and
Yeah, and even if even if he was a blessing and hearing his story really touched your life, I encourage you just shoot him a text. Tell him that this story really made an impact on you, or what he had to say really spoke to you, because this man he's got a lot to say, and he's a very powerful witness of Jesus already.
And I hope to do more of this, not just one video either. So
yeah.
I'm welcoming that now because I know that in the future there's going to be a lot more to say.
Yeah, there is.
It's not just what we have to say now. I mean, and I know we said a lot, but I feel like we haven't said enough.
No.
You can't say enough when it comes to Jesus. But
True. Could you
give it time, and we're going to have some fun with this.
Yeah. Could you tell them your pretty much like the day you got saved, the story?
Oh,
what
I'd
happened?
love to tell them that. Yeah. Well, my buddy I go to an art class. It's for MPI, Neighborhood Property Incorporation. And I was at art, and my friend Alex came up to me and said, "Do you want to go to church with me?" And I'm like, "Sure. Yeah, why not?" With full intent just to go and have something to do, not to be with Jesus. Because I just didn't care. And I thought, okay, opportunity to hang with Alex. Went to a place called The Dwelling Place, and when I walked in the door, something hit me. And I'm like, okay, I feel different. I didn't put two and two together at first. I didn't. But something came over me, and I had a 360 attitude change. I see people there with tattoos, metal music T-shirts, and like I'm wearing a Metallica hoodie and whatever shirt I had on, Slipknot maybe, or Cannibal Corpse. I forget what shirt I had on, but interesting. That at church? Wow. No, but when I got in there, I ended up being saved.
Wow.
And the moment they laid their hand on me right here, and just like that, I felt the warmth. I felt something different. I felt not normal. And I knew right then and there that was real. And I've been wanting to be a believer ever since. And may I also share something? About a week or two later, I was sick. And I was in bed. And it was dark. I may have told you this before, but I'm going to let them know. This is actually cool. I don't know how to explain it other than I know it had to have been God. I'm in my bed, I'm having an asthma attack, and I'm just praying, and it's dark in my room because it's nighttime, and I'm in bed, and I'm coughing, and I started praying, and I saw like a shadow figure. I couldn't tell if it was actually a shadow figure, or just something in my room to make it look that way. Because when it's in the dark, your eyes play tricks on you.
Yeah, for sure.
So I couldn't make out if it was a shadow figure or if it was actually my eyes playing tricks on me or just something. But anyways, I asked to be healed, to be able to breathe again, and sure enough, I felt something, and I went and took a breath, and next thing I know, I'm like, whoa, I'm breathing.
Wow.
I'm like, what just happened? I was actually a little freaked out.
I can imagine.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm not coughing right now. I'm breathing. My asthma attack went away.
In an instant.
In an instant. And I've never felt that before because I'm like, if you would have told me that happened to you, I would have been like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah, right.
But I'm like, even to myself, get out of here. That couldn't have happened. It happened.
There's been, because even with you saying, you don't want to use the F word anymore, and just even horror movies, the process that you're going through and that we all go through as Christians, it's in the Bible, it's called sanctification. Cool. So it's like you get saved and it's just a purification. So, everything that's not pure begins to, the taste for it begins to go because you're being purified. And
I said something in the car the other day. It's like chewing bubble gum, and the flavor only lasts so long. When it goes away, your true flavor comes out.
Right.
And I think that's what you said on top of that. That was cool.
Pretty much.
That was awesome.
For sure, man.
But yeah, I mean, it's so true.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long.
No.
How long has it been since you were saved? You said. It's been some months now.
Maybe 4 or 5 months tops.
Yeah, in about 5 months,
About 5 months.
He's had major change, even just hanging out with him compared to, when he first got saved. There's a major difference in this.
As a matter of fact, I've been told by certain people in the group that are in the dwelling place that I met, in a matter of 3 weeks of already being changed, that I should be a pastor. And that I'm already considered almost maybe an evangelist.
Yeah, you just.
And I'm like, wow, that's incredible. I mean, I'm working pretty fast here, and I'm like, that's incredible. So I'm like, it happens.
Yeah, and all he did was receive the gift. He didn't have to work. He didn't have to do anything to get holy. He just had to say, I give up. I surrender my life, and boom, look at you today. Like,
me today. I mean,
you're smiling,
you're smiling, this joy instead of having this darkness inside.
That's so good, man.
I don't have to write about the darkness anymore. I can just write about the light.
Amen. That's powerful.
That's amazing.
Just a few more things
sure.
that I think would be interesting to share before we go. When you went to that service the other night with Joan Hunter and the Lord healed you, what were some things that you went up to get healed with, and what happened when you came back to your seat? When you told me, it was powerful. Like, you should let them know.
I went up there and I told them that I have like bipolar, I have eye problems, and my back is hurting, and other things that follow. And she put this down, put her hands on my neck like this very softly and pushed me upward, and I grew literally 3 inches. And when I sat down, I'm not saying everything right now because I don't remember exactly everything that happened.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't remember everything to a T. But this particular thing, I come back to the seat and I sit down like this. And I'm sitting back. I'm like, oh, my back's in line. I'm not hunched over. And I'm sitting with perfect posture. Never a day in my life have I had perfect posture. And I was like, whoa. I mean, like, I've seen her take people with carpal tunnel and take it away. I've seen her take some girl with, what was that word that Elijah, or what's that medical term? Elijah, I can't
what kind of disease?
Where it's like remember the lady who went up there who had to put her arms up here, and she said, and then she's like, I'm still hurting, and then she did some more prayer, and then she started feeling fibromyalgia, or what is that stuff?
Fibromyalgia.
Yep, that word right there somebody had, and I saw her get cured.
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm like, at first I'm like, this can't be, because, you know, it's right in front of me and this is real. Magic can happen, but only as an illusion. And this was no illusion. I'm like, I'm a believer because it happened to me.
Amen.
Amen.
That was Jesus,
That was
man.
Jesus all the way. I couldn't believe it. And even to this day,
Wonderful.
I'm still like, I'm goosebumps. Jesus is powerful. Don't take him for granted.
Amen.
Amen. Cheers to that, my man.
Alrighty. Well, I think we're gonna end this one, but it was really great being with you guys. And if you wanna get more, comment below. If you have any ideas of any videos we should make, or if there's anything you wanna know about Chad, just reach out to him. Reach out to us. This is Ryan David Music. This is my channel, and we love y'all. Be blessed.
Peace, everybody.